Hello guys, and today we are looking at a scenario where civilization starts over. We're in episode 3 of this series, and in the last episode we saw the start of the Velmora fever that destroyed the blue team and killed many people in many other nations. And today we'll be seeing more of the expansion on that arc of the series. And we also saw the creation of these countries. In the war between these two countries, there was a country right here, Trust. We also saw a lot of countries expand out into the Caucasian area. If you guys want to see more of these videos, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's just get on with the scenario. So, first of all, I did this all off camera. I know, I'm sorry. I did this all off camera, and I'm a poop. I know, I didn't wait to show you guys the progress and stuff, but all of these countries are new. Well, these two are new. Let me just give you some backstory on these so they just don't feel like filler countries. So there was a king of the gold team, okay? Because most of these countries are monarchies. Some are totalitarianism, whatever you say it. Like one totalitarianism is the green team. Totalitarianism, I don't even know how to say it. These guys are monarchs, okay? So he was very proud of two of his kids. One was named Henry and one was named Alfred. So they went on to find land. So they expanded into this country. So they expanded their country and they finally found these areas right here. So they founded these two countries, and these two countries are owned by his sons. This country is owned by his eldest son, and he is Alfred, and he is 21, very young. And this guy, he is Henry, and he's the younger one, and he is 20 years old. And these are the king's oldest sons. So yeah. And also, he's not the first king of the country, he's like the second king, because his dad was the first king and then he died, so now he's the first king, so now he's the king, so yeah. So these guys, they both are kind of controlled by the gold team, and the gold team's pretty strong, I'm not gonna lie. They're like one of the strongest nations. They're stronger than the yellow team at this point, because the yellow team's kind of just dead. I don't know why in all my series the yellow team just gets beaten up the whole time. I don't know why. But the gold team, they're pretty strong, and I like them. I like the gold team. And also for these nations, this one's a breakaway. This one's just mostly people from the teal team. This one's mostly people from the blue team. No, for the green team, sorry. And this one's just mostly people from both the gold team and the yellow team. And some people from the green team, but we don't care. So now that we're done with that, let's go and look all the way back over in Iberia, because I want to expand upon that. These two nations in Iberia, they were formed in the last episode, as you guys probably know. You should know. If you didn't watch the last episode, go watch that. But we're going to be seeing what they do in Iberia. So first we can see the dark teal team, or whatever you would call it, expanding down into Portugal and going out in a lot of these lands. We also see the orange team going and making their way downtown, making their way down into the southern areas of Iberia, into the Strait of Gibraltar. Now these two nations know they exist. It's not like they don't know each other exists, they do. And also we can see them finally connecting up. And now we have some contact by them, and they start to discover these areas pretty quick. But now we can see that the expansion of these two countries, as they have now found these areas and start taking them for their own. The teal country goes down and takes Portugal, and they also go and expand out and take a lot of land in Iberia. The only two nations in Iberia for long, because we can see another country popping up. We can see a dark purple team popping up in the southern areas. They go down or go up, and they take a lot of land super fast. And we can see the orange team connecting up with them. So these two are chill. And now we can also see more exploration going over here. And still the middle of Iberia is still not discovered yet, because they don't want to go into those hot areas, mountains and stuff. And over here we can see a slightly yellow team pop up. And we can also see the gold team and the orange team going out into the ocean and discovering, and the gold team takes these two bigger islands, and we see the orange team taking this island. We have done a lot in this area, but we've kind of lacklustered the rest of the world and this area up here. So let's just go and look at these northerner areas and focus more on France and these countries up here. So we can see the combination of brown team people and pink teams, people going out and trying to discover more areas. And the Alps kind of make the pink team in a very bad place because, you know, like, they can't really expand up north. That's the most real way to, like, expand. That's the only way they can expand. They can expand up, like, all the way to here, but they can't go any further without trying to squeeze their way out here. And we can see them exploring more out into the northern areas and connecting up with the Red France. And also, we need to catch up with the Red France. What have they been doing? They've been doing a lot. They've been expanding up north and expanding down south. And over here, we can see more exploration into France and another new country forming right here. Got like having a dark blue country right here, so yeah. And we can also see the pink team expanding down and connecting up with this blue team. They're just trying to get some influence on the new country. So if they need them for like an alliance or anything, they can have them. I don't know what help they'll get from this blue team, but yeah. Also, the blue team is kind of lost. So like when the Sardinian country takes over their little area over here, they don't even know. Like, they actually don't know. And speaking of Africa and Carthage stuff, we can see more exploration going out into the African or northern African area. And I've kind of been not doing much for this country, for this area, so let me just get some stuff going over here. And you might be saying, oh, there's a lot of exploration in Africa, but there's basically nobody here. Well, let me fix that. So we're gonna have the lime team expanding into the African area. We'll also have the brown team going in, and the pink team will also be in here. And we'll also see the purple team taking over this area. Now I think there's just too many outer nations going into Africa and taking it, so we'll need to have somebody in here that's not an outer nation, so let me just put one in. So I got a brown team, or like a gold brown team over here, and I'll also have a little, whatever this country is, like I keep forgetting the name, but I know this has a name. I know it. I don't know. It's just like peachy color. And we have this peachy country and this green kind of gold country. But now let's see this Sardinia expand out their colony. And the pink team is going to do the same. And the gold team will kind of try to connect up with them just to have a little bit more influence. Like not them having influence, but like being able to have like an ally here. So like they're kind of trying to connect up with them so they can kind of find like more, I don't know what to call it, but like have more connectivity with the rest of the world. So I did a lot on this side, so I kind of want to like fill in Iberia, so yeah, let me just continue to focus on Iberia, I guess. And so with that focus in place, we can see Iberia getting fully explored except this area. The gold team going in and expanding all the way up to here, and the purple team going in and trying to take some areas, and these guys just connect up. And the orange team, I think the biggest nation in Iberia, also wants a piece. But like I feel like if we just have like only four countries, it'll look kind of bad. bad because we have a lot of countries over here. So let me just make a new country right here too. So we have this greenish country right here. This green country actually has a backstory. So this green country is actually people from the red team, and there was kind of like a big craze in the capital. Their leader was assassinated in the capital. It's kind of just background information. They're not a big country, so it doesn't really cause anything really like massive across the world. It just causes like a little bit of tension in this area. But it was assassinated by their own people, so I don't really know why. It just caused a little chaos in their country. So many people just escape here. Nobody is safe anymore, so in the red team, so yeah, they just kind of go over here. So now let me just draw up the borders really quick, because if I just do it like that, it would look kind of bad. So alright, here is what Iberia looks like. Yeah, super cool. So now it kind of it's even, you know, it's even. It's not really even. Let me do the capitals. I know I'm getting sidetracked, I'm sorry, but just let me do them too. Alright, and this is what all the capitals and stuff look like. Now let's look at the plague, because I said we would get more into that today. So the plague is still raging on inside of the Balkan area. Like, these nations are the only reason like the brown team, the pink team are getting out here. It's because they want to get away from this plague, bro. The best countries to live in during the plague are definitely one of these countries or these countries out here. And the one that's closest to like the center of the plague, that's the best to live in, is definitely the red team or this gold team, because they locked up their borders so fast. Their borders were shut down the moment they heard there was a plague. Like, every person that tried to enter the country was gone instantly. Even from the green team, they were just absolutely gone like that. But now let's look at another country that is going to suffer the consequences of this plague. And that country is the pink team. The pink team is too safe. The pink team is too calm, too happy right now. So I just want to kill them. So first, they have an outbreak of the plague in the southern area, and it's all in the boot area, and soon it starts spreading up north, and like the plague is just killing hundreds of people. So they lock down their capital, and they try to stop them from getting up north to this area, but like it breaks through really fast, and many people just try to flee, and they think they're safe when they actually have the plague, but it's like very contagious, and it takes like a lot of weeks to show side effects. So many people right here in the capital city, in this area, think they're safe, think they don't have the plague, but they really do. Like, they start having a light fever, then it gets to a normal fever, then it gets to a really bad fever where your eyes get red, and then blood starts coming out. It's scary though. And so it starts marching up into the different areas of the pink team. And when news comes out that the pink team has an outbreak of the Valmora fever, these borders get locked down so fast. Boom. See? No boats. The pink team is basically just quarantining, and so everything is just locked up around the pink team. No entry, no exit. And this is the best way to handle it, because, you know, if you just let everybody go haywire, then the whole world will get infected. Now that the pink team is kind of isolated, they have to deal with their problems with themselves. 70% of all their people, actually not, like 50% of all their people are infected with the Valmora fever. As I said earlier, the Valmora fever has a 30% rate of mortality. So if you get this, then 30% chance you will die. Just like the blue team, the pink team will start to have some unrest after the leader has died from the plague. So many people start to go in disarray, and we will now see we are going to see the start of the end of the pink team. First things first, we have a country popping off in the south, and it's where the plague mostly started to come in on the in the pink team. They go down south, and this is the whole area where they are residing. Then after that, brown guy over here, and this is one of the most populated ones because it takes up a lot of area in the pink team. And then finally, well, not finally, but and then after that we have another one forming over here. And then after that, our last one be a blue country or a blue area popping off from over in the north. And this one's definitely the biggest one. So yep, now we have the full collapse of the pink team, and also we just have Sicily just breaking off, just going boom and breaking away. So now let's see this war play out. So the brown team's not even going to try to get in this war because they don't want to have anything happening to their people or army. Unlike the blue team, these guys, this is like the virus has kind of evolved, if that makes sense. Like it kind of got stronger. So before, in the blue team, the virus or the plague was just like the plague was just like, it was a little bit smaller. It was a little bit numbed down. It was a little bit like less harmful. But now it's harmful. So like many people aren't trying to risk their people, except the people fighting in this war right now. That's why we haven't seen many wars happening, because the plague is just the biggest threat so far. That's why over here it's all just peaceful. Over here it's all just peaceful because they don't want to risk their lives just for some stupid war. And up in the north over here, getting back to the war, we can see them almost taking out the whole area up here except these guys, because these guys are kind of just like chill. They're basically a broken off piece, but they haven't really said it yet. One by one, each province gets taken. And these guys haven't even gotten any wartime yet. Like, they're just sitting in the corner playing their recorder, bro. Now they have. And this maroon country is just gonna hop in at the very last second. And now, the few left provinces that still haven't been taken are just trying to hold out. And soon it's only the capital province. So soon we have the blue team popping in from here, and the brown team popping in from the other side and from the north, and soon they just take the whole capital, and it fully capitulated now. The pink team still resides up here, and they're not going to fully just destroy the pink team, but it's going to split up. So yeah, let's just see that. And the treaty is going to happen in the capital of the pink team, and this was a very fast war. Like, they just surrendered so fast. They didn't want to cause any big war. Alright, and here is what the peace treaty is gonna end up looking like. Okay, this is what that peace treaty is gonna end up looking like. Let's go over it. So first you have this blue country, this teal country, the pink country is, the pink team is down all the way to like very little. I'm just gonna call the pink country Italy because they're like the real Italy country. And the red team is this country, and the brown team, as we saw, is this now. The green team's very small, and the maroon country is maybe the biggest, second biggest probably. Then we have Sicily, and yeah, that's basically it. But now going over to this area, because I've been ignoring everything on this side for the whole episode, so let's just do that really quick. First of all, we have the teal team expanding out over here, but you can't expand without exploring, so we will see the teal team going out and exploring a lot of different areas, going out and exploring, and finally making it up to St. Petersburg and Estonia and all these areas up here. Let me just fill this in right here. And the green team is also going to explore some areas around over here. And they should have done a lot. Like, this should be all explored like this. Oh, no, not that much. This should be explored like that. Oh my. This should be explored like this already. And we can also see the green team expanding to out up here. And let's just make them go up into here a little bit too. And we can also see these countries expanding up over here, and they just cut off the blue country because he's tiny and he's irrelevant. We can also see this yellow country expanding over here too. And now let's just see, and we will see these countries expanding down over here and into this little area over here. Let's get a little pink country over here. We got this little pink team over here. It's not really little, it's still bigger than this country. This is dark blue team is the laughing stock of the whole entire series. Yeah, just everybody hate on this country. Everybody hate on this country right here. Also, I don't want to keep calling them like the colors. Like, this shouldn't be the green team. This should be Ukraine. This should be like Turkey. I'm just gonna keep calling them the red team because it kind of fits. This should be, I'm gonna call these guys Albania. As I said already, this is Italy. I think I'm just gonna keep calling this the brown team. I'm gonna call this like Romania. Am I right? Like, I know this is like Romania more, but like this country should be called like what's it called? The Danube. I'm gonna call this guy the Danube. This is Romania. And then this is Red France. This is Portugal. This is like Spain, I guess. This is Gibraltar. This is Carthage. Well, this country, this area is Carthage. This is like Sicily country. This is Cyprus, Cypriot. That actually sounds good. Cypriot. This is the brown team. Yeah, pretty cool. Speaking of down here, let's see some more expansion. Speaking of expansion, we can see a really, really dark blue team all the way down here. And also, let's just connect these up with a little bit of border. This episode's going on for way too long. And so, this is where I'm gonna end this episode, but before we end it, I just need to go over something. The green team sees how all these nations are falling apart and how every country is starting to die from the plague. The green team sees everybody dying and sees the misery the plague is causing and how it hasn't really affected them at all. And so the green team sees their chance to become the dominant power in the world and control many things like the Black Sea and even control exploration up through here. So they are going to try to step up and become the superpower in the world. They are going to try to sabotage the red team, sabotage all the other powers that might be coming up, like the gold team. But these two are chill, so they're not going to try to sabotage the teal team, but they are just going to try to sabotage every other country in the world. But they are going to try to sabotage most of the powers, like the purple team, the red team, the gold team, the yellow team, the Cypriots, and even some Spanish countries if they can. But that will do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.